Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. We are here for our second best of 3 of the day, and of course we have gone back to the SCA region. It's TNC.Predator versus MG.Trust Gaming, and it is of course MLP.Dota and QO. The panel seemed to think MG.Trust had the better draft. What do you think?
I agree with the panels, just because if the Terrorblade gets way too far, they
See you later, nerds.
So many things for the team. But meanwhile, in the Radiant, they have to kill someone in the middle of the team fight.
See?
That's the biggest difference.
Right, so you're saying Motivate don't really need to go for those big team fights anytime soon. They can kind of just sit back, keep farming up and relax, but TNC, they need to be the aggressors. They need to get in there and make things happen.
Pretty much, like they have to be keep snowballing, and I feel like at some point if they kind of mess it up, like in the team fight, they're gonna be able to kill Terrorblade.
Okay. Alright, that's fair enough. So we are going to go into the game very, very soon. Motivate, they were looking pretty darn good the other day, I've got to say, QO. Very, very surprising performances from them, and up against a team like TNC, it's not going to be too easy, but we'll see if they can pull it off.
There will be pain.
Game.
There will be screaming.
KP be up top lane together. I thought this was potentially going to be a mid Magnus, but it turns out we are going to have the off-lane Magnus mid-quad coming out from TNC.
They don't want to use too many rotation towards mid. That's why they're just like letting Magnus to go top. If Magnus was mid in this game, I think the DP plus Sky's Mage will be able to just kick out the Mag plus lane.
Of course, Jackie going to be on that Terrorblade up at the top lane. Shouldn't be too rough of a laning stage for him up against Mirana Mag. K for this TB. Doesn't really have a support with him at the moment. They're all down bot, just trying to secure those bottom bounty runes up against the side of TNC, and March won't go for anything special. He'll just let them take it and back off. It'll be a 2-for-2 trade to start us off. Who is going up top lane to support? It should be the Wyvern.
I think we have to see how KP and TNC play. If they play very aggressively and get a lot out of it, then Jackie will have to go to jungle, like very early stage, which what TNC will want. Meanwhile, if Gabby and March like does a lot of damage to Masteros, like they winning 3 lanes.
Problematic for TNC. Now it all pans out, of course, the mid lane, Armel and Fearless going to be up against each other. Now Armel really shouldn't have too many problems here up against the DP, I assume. So you can always just blink away from the Spirit Siphon.
I always think DP can lane better than Kino, just because a little bit more base damage that he has.
Of course, top lane, Tims and Boombell going to be going at it. Boombell does not want a bar of it with Tims.
This was a really good damage trade, and he didn't lose single HP from it.
Little arrow out from Tims as well. Of course, Jackie just committing the Metamorphosis very, very early on, but now that you don't have the Metamorphosis available...
Normally you should keep the Metamorphosis for 2 waves, but I think that was like around like 5 creeps that he used the Metamorphosis for.
There's much value here for Jackie. The nice range creep secure there from Tims. Apparently Rico, by the way, has 100% win rate on Treant. Nice to see.
Gabby is not behind with his CPS. I think normally when PA gets this sort of a high CS, he can get 2 raid span really early, which will enable him to do good damage trades with the LC.
Korea, Masaroff does manage to take it. He's going to take a bit of harass here. Just fine. Just pops this out. No, Gabby cancels himself off. Masaros could have been a bit of danger. He's going to try and fight back up against Gabby. He finished him off. The Fairy Fire was eaten by Masaros. And now Gabby's in trouble, but no, Marge gets in there and does get the decay off in time. play from the Undying.
That was a disaster, like, for TNC, because Gabby was about to die by LC's Q. It was 0.5 seconds away, and then March DK'd him. So I think that was a really big play here from TNC.
Very, very good to see. Gabby will be very happy about that one. He's the one that survived through it. Back into the mid lane. Fearless, he has been having a rather nice time, and it kind of goes back to what you were talking about. He has the higher base damage. It's going to allow him to CS a lot better. Armel actually just slightly falling behind for now. Overall, though, a very, very even matchup between these two. It doesn't seem like any one of them are going to die anytime soon.
Bottom lane, I think this will determine a lot of factors. If TNC gets what they want in here, they're gonna have that like off-lane side enabled really quickly, so Marsh can just leave him alone.
Gabby gonna jump. He's gonna fall very, very low. Gabby now gonna decide better of it and does back off.
That was
The side of Motivation Trust might be having a few lag issues, but I'm sure we'll unpause very, very soon. Still Gabby, obviously looking to be super aggressive already on that PO. He's not allowing this Skyrath mage to have a good time, not allowing him to feel safe. He just wants to jump every time he gets a chance. It's good to see it as well, because when you've got the Undying, you've got the Decay, the strength's being removed, so Gabby naturally gets more damage out anyway. He's actually a 20 Decay, 20 strength stolen.
I have to think about just hitting 2-man DK every time. I feel like if he managed to have that, he should be able to win bottom lane pretty. But we're versing against MG. They're pretty good team.
Yeah.
Radiant structure.
Gabby, he'll be fine to just walk out. March wants to keep fighting.
Hurt the ones you love.
Mel, starting with the voice lines already. Do you ever play these mini games, by the way, QO?
When I'm bored.
Yeah.
I hope they got updated. I think it's been a long time.
Well, look, at least our observer is trying to get involved, but
Yeah.
fortunately, observers are not allowed to play. It's a bit upsetting. Well, we can't be included, QO. I don't know why they did that. Only players are allowed to play the mini games, apparently. Very, very upsetting.
It could be good, like having a fast reaction time by clicking B profile.
Yeah.
You can be ready.
Yeah, I'd
you
say
play.
so. Mel very, very low on that mid lane up against Fearless, and so pretty super low. Bottle coming out for Armel. Bit later than the DP bottle, which was out pretty early on.
Oh, a bit. He doesn't have any regen left.
我是一个没有感情，我是一个没有
I
感
don't
情
think
的
he
杀
can
钱
get
机
it.
器。
The armor, once he gets to it, he's gonna drink 3 sips and gonna have full control.
It's too risky for him to for Fearless to try and
Yeah.
swipe it away.
He needs like one support's help like in this kind of situation, but no support's available.
Chill, baby.
Jackie
It's back.
back. That metamorphosis up. Go ahead again.
March is nice. Maybe he can beat it out if they.
Think better of it.
Yep.
And get a salve. So perhaps now he could try, and he is going to try it. Amel looking for the blue. They'll want to go to top, but Boombell will be the one to take the arcane rune. Tim's just a bit late to the party. Won't really matter either way. Fearless, I believe, is still sitting with an empty bottle, and now so is Armel.
An easy shot.
Do you expect Tims to start making some rotations to that mid lane, trying to look for an arrow onto Fearless, or is there really just no point?
I think that's no point. Like they're doing pretty well in the offlane side, anyways. Even though he goes to mid, there's no guarantee that error.
Boombell, that's a lot of damage being dealt. Salve up.
I like how Boomba have so many salves. He's just salve DP, TP mid, and salve him at top. A lot of situation. He's
The life of the support QO. That's what we do. We just buy a regen and spam it. It's a sad life, but someone needs to do it.
I guess that's how it works.
Radiant are scanning.
March gonna be able to swipe one bounty rune away from MG.Trust, so it'll be a 3-for-1 at the 5-minute mark. Both teams just fairly easy. They might try onto Gabby, but he just seems a bit too difficult to catch at the moment, especially with that jewel being up and available yet.
I really like how Masaros is playing. Like this guy's really strong laner. He doesn't want to give a good position for carries to have free access to the creep, and he doesn't have to. But even though like carries get farmed a lot these days, but if you see it, Gabby just have to aim to get the CS with a lot of daggers.
I suppose there's not really much Art can do about it anymore, especially considering the levels of these heroes now. He can't really help out Gabby that much in this laning phase at this point. Azeroth, yeah, just going at it with Gabby. Very, very aggressive positioning. Still trying to get stuff done. Of course, KB up at that top lane of the mag. And some decent CS, about to hit that level 6 mark. She went for the Soul Ring build of the mag. Arrow. Oh, feel it. Tim's lands the arrow, and with that, Armel gonna have plenty of damage out. Fantastic arrow from Tim's.
That was very unexpected angle. Normally, Miranas are arrowing on the right side from the river, but who thought about it? It's coming out from the tier my tower.
That's what I love about Tim's though. He always makes the unexpected play. Make his way perhaps back down to the bot lane now. And even go mid. Again, there'll be 3 heroes now. Fearless gonna TP into the bot lane. That exorcism available. You imagine he just pops and tries to go for a T1 and maybe a kill. Gabby, not gonna have any of it. He'll just get out of there with the TP. Fearless, he'll pop the exorcism.
I really like how TNC read it. As soon as Deep is missing and the Wind Wyvern got
Radiant's
keep
bottom
laning
tower
mid,
is
you
under
can
attack.
kind of tell that Deep is about to come bottom.
Gabby just not taking stats for himself. Nothing really stop him. Still there. I'm gonna take the fight down the bot lane onto Armel with the silence, but he does blink out. Tim's
Dire's top tower
a bit
is under
low.
attack.
You're right for now. He'll use the wand charges. They want to deny that T1 and looks like they'll get it. So
Radiant's bottom tower has been denied.
Golden Knight, Masaros has the jewel. Tim's trying to leap away, but that attack is following. Boomfell got him in time. You still have that jewel available, so March might just be the target they go after. And they will. They should have plenty of damage for him. Or maybe not.
Oh, that feels bad.
That is a feels bad. Very
Well,
unfortunate.
I thought teams were gonna die regardless. So using 3 charges
Radiant's
of the
middle
lead,
tower
is
is
it
under
worth
attack.
it? It could be, yeah.
I suppose maybe he just didn't see the, perhaps he didn't see the attack coming. Wait.
I was about to mention why March picked on dying. With the DP, if online tombs it, like if you tomb when DP ulti, the tomb can absorb a little bit of the DP boost damage. So they have to, they're gonna put less damage as every team fight compared to the regular DP game.
I didn't know that. Thank you for that, QO. So, quite effective here from March. Seeding to play a bit later on. Plus another thing, of course, you've got this Empower PA combination on TNC, and really allow Gabby to escalate and farm. Farm, however, Jackie has been left uncontested for quite a while now on this Terrorblade, and he's just farming.
Just free farming. I mean, with the thing with the motivated trust, like we have to be, I mean, TNC have to be careful about the next exorcism, and they're gonna try to aim mid tower. But meanwhile, I think TNC has to open somewhere, but they just don't get any angles to open. open top or open mid tower. We have to see how.
Boombill gonna get RP'd and skewered back by KP. A nice easy kill onto Boombill.
With this advantage now, like Gabby's like coming over to help pushing tower. But I think it took sort of time. And Fearless
Dire's top
exorcism
tower is
is
under
up.
attack.
It is. So if you're Armel now, you can't really rotate up top because Fearless can always just use X and go through the mid lane.
Dire's
But they got
top
pretty
tower
fast.
has fallen.
True.
I was more expecting about the trading angle when the mid tower is about to die, the top tower is gonna down. Motivate, I mean, from TNC.
Tim's gonna run into Massaros. Still want to try and
Dire's
apply this
top
pressure in the
tower
mid
is under
lane,
attack.
motivate Trust. Arrow.
They want
Radiant's
to mid.
middle tower
Nice
is
siege
under
creep
attack.
taken down, but there's the exorcism.
There's two towers now.
There is two towers. I guess that's one way to defend. For KB, he doesn't have the RP at the moment, and they may not want to fight it, though. Is that an arrow onto that LC?
Radiant's bottom tower
Fearless.
is under attack.
It's a lot of damage out, but not quite enough to take out that tier 1.
Now Motivate had Trust have to.
Dire's top
They
tower
don't have
is
any
under
exorcism
attack.
ready. I think TNC can make.
Lane, Tim's. Boombill.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Goes in, gets the Winter's Curse, and that'll be a nice setup for the duel. Massaros will commit the duel with the Skyrath Mage ulti, and it was a very, very easy duel to get. To pick up there from the side of Motivate Trust.
I mean, at this phase, I feel like Jack is gonna feel so good. He's just AFKing jungle, like only have to think about how to pull in the right time, how to stack up and get use the metamorphosis to farm fast. Now support the network.
TNC haven't really shown any signs of trying to deal with Jackie as of yet. They have been very, very busy with the rest of Motivate Trust. Even now, they'll pop the Moonlight. Mel gonna get spotted. Arrow in. Tim's off to that LC, but Massaros is just forcing himself forward onto Armel. Sonic Wave falls down, but no, he gets the jewel off in time, and that means Armel should drop him. If you're not, the jewel's not gonna be enough. They don't have the damage. Everyone is basically still alive,
Dire's
apart from that
top tower
Skyrath,
is
but he
under
will buy back.
Radiant's middle
On the
tower
run,
is under
Jackie
attack.
with that metamorphosis trying to chase, but Gabby is still okay. They get Boombill on the Wyvern. Now Tim's does also go down to Q, but Massaros, he just chased way too far. It does lose his life. March, if he does die on the Undying, probably wouldn't care. TNC, they'll get out with their lives intact.
Big victory. They successfully kited like one by one. Literally the best angle they could potentially get. They didn't lose any heroes. They might lose teams, but besides that, forced buyback as well. Skyrath win.
Good feeling for TNC. If you're Jackie in that team, you would have rather just been farming rather than getting involved there. I mean, it just did not pan out.
Yeah, I feel like they're trying to do things where
Radiant's
it's just
middle
inefficient.
tower has fallen.
The Motivated Trust, like okay, like the mid tower is important, but it doesn't mean you have to use full resource to just have to take the tower.
6-5, 2k net worth lead already for TNC at 14 minutes in.
Dire's top tower is under
Armel
attack.
is going for the standard Yules build up here. Just trying to build more utility on the quad. We just saw a bit of a smoke here from Motivate Trust running through their own jungle.
Gabby's not building Battle Fury. Building Deso.
Get Armel. You seem very concerned about that QO. You think he should still go Battle Fury even though he has the Empower from the mag?
If you are versing Terrorblade and you're going Deso, if you get your buff debuffed or a KP just died or he couldn't manage to buff him, then he's gonna do no damage to Terrorblade. And that's what they have to look for. And they have enough like heroes to actually hold the Terrorblade from PA's damage.
Radiant are
I
scanning.
mean to Wyvern. Either
Dire
locking him
are
down
scanning.
or just kill the Terrorblade. There's not much like damage coming up from TNC.
Okay. Let's have quite a bit of trust in each other. Ensure that Empower is always there on Gabby. There's that Deso you talked about. It is now available. Pretty nice time for Gabby, so item timings are going well. You've also got the Yules up on Armel.
I feel like TNC have to start aiming for the Roshan, but before the lifesteal, it's very hard to do it.
He's just going to show himself to KB mid lane. Tim's just hiding down a bot. He wants to snipe the siege creep. We'll actually run into Jackie. Masaros is around, but doesn't really have a blink yet. So Tim's will be okay to just leap into the tree line and TP out of there. Masaros still having a look, but not be able to get him. And they have started the Roshan. So even without the lifesteal, they just don't mind it.
So I was expecting the PA to get level 15 and wash, but instead March used the tube, so he doesn't get any damage because zombies keep getting summoned.
Nice little
Tick
attack.
frame, play, tick frame.
Radiant's bottom
March.
tower is under attack.
The idea is
Dire's top tower
very
is under
early
attack.
Roshan for TNC, and at this rate, I mean, they're really starting to snowball out of control, right? Like, you've got an Aegis, you've got the Deso,
Radiant's
Gabby might even go for a BKB up next, and then it's...
Dire's top
You start to get a little
tower is
worried
under
about Motivate Trust.
Radiant's
is
bottom
first.
tower is under
Gonna be
attack.
out, Tim's. Getting a duel there, another nice setup from Boombell.
TNC needs to get a lot out of it, like with this Aegis timing. Otherwise, like, I do actually feel that Terrorblade is gonna outcarry, but I think Motivated Trust like traded really good. One Mirana, one tier 2 tower. Now they both like just have to farm, and it feels good.
It's very surgical play here from Motivate. They don't seem very concerned.
Dire's middle
Sticking to
tower
the game
is
plan,
under attack.
and so is TNC. SNY up on the TB now, so more fight potential, bit more farming potential on that Terrorblade. He goes for next here.
I feel like just rushing Satanic could be good too, but I think his next item is coming.
It's back to the drawing board.
Dire's
Just mango.
middle tower is under
It was a
attack.
cute mango.
Mid lane, Jewel is going to be out on some charge. They do get another nice, easy Jewel victory. And it's going to be the third of the game. So Masaros now 30 bonus Jewel damage.
Playing very solid. I think Masaro is in this game doing like a lot of work.
He's very consistently good, isn't he, Masaros?
Yeah. Like, all this like movement wise and the kill angle wise, like what he's aiming for is all effect relates to the game, not just personal.
Terrorblade, like you said, eventually might just... Oh, and Gabby's actually got a double damage bottled up. I mean, if there's time to go now, like you've got the Deso, I believe the BKB... No, it's not there yet, but there's still a bit more to go for that. But if you could get that BKB and have the double damage rune active, you'd definitely be looking for a fight if you were TNC. Probably won't make it in time, however.
I want to see if he
Dire's top
waits
tower
for the
is under
BKB
attack.
or just try to abuse the Aegis now. But I think they'll just wait for the BKB.
Albert up on the TB, so he split the SNY.
So God King.
That's a God King thing to do. That is true. So maybe now just go Manta.
Yeah. Yep. Not waiting for BKB. I just wanna damage as much as possible.
T1 tower is gonna go.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
Oh, this could be a nice curse from Boombell, but he can't quite reach.
Oh, I love it. I was about to say maybe it could be a really good smoke angle right now.
The smoke wrap around the back side through the river. Scan is going to be on point. TNC, they know exactly where they are, but MG.Trust, they're ready for it. Still, Winter's Curse going to be out from Boombill. Stopping Gabby, but Boombill is still in massive danger, and he does also Cold Embrace, but MG.Trust seem to be very uninterested in fighting this PA at the moment, and you can't blame him. She has a DD active. It is not a good idea.
They both saw each other, and then, why are they here? Why is he here? And then there was like 2-second hesitation. What should I do?
Masseros just in. They are not going to get the PA. They do get the Aegis, but Masseros does die. Tips come out from Gabby. He can't believe what he's seeing.
Dire's
I think he got damage.
He got dual damage as well, right?
Yeah.
He did.
The reason why like those 10 damage matters for PA just because it has a chance to crit up to 300%, which means it's gonna do 30 damage.
Armel gonna end up catching Fearless, but Arrow won't land. He uses himself up. KP gonna come in. They don't even need to disable him. Fearless, he just can't run away. Nice body blocks up from KP.
These were like what I'm like expecting to see. Like but before in the previous series, and when we were seeing both Chinese teams, they were both farming, and this game every situation try to abuse things. It's impressive from TNC.
Classic SEA Dota for you. Just run at each other. Still Gabby. He's getting a little bit out of control here. He's going for the basher next. We saw the last team fighters. They just do not want to deal with the PA. And at what point does the Terrorblade start to outscale this PA?
Once he has MKB, he needs MKB in order to actually make scared. But like to that process, it requires a lot of items. He needs Scotty, he needs Manta style. All these items matters. So he can never fall behind. And Terrorblade is like not like built up to fall behind, not just because of a lot of illusion bleeding factors. But we are not seeing that right now. Like at this point, Gabby's too fat.
He's definitely too fat. Liquid Spear up on Armel. TNC just remain grouped up, but MG.Trust are around. Despite their tier 2, they're going to jump with the blink out from Masseros straight on to the mag. But KP, he survived so far, eventually going down. Couldn't keep him alive. March, just trying to bait them forward. Does use the Flesh Golem. Gabby, for a target to jump on. Fearless, has he gone too far? No. In fact, they jump on Boombill. The curse was out, but Armel just blew him up, and now Fearless is very, very low. But it's on March, still Gabby just jumping back in on this PA with the PKB, but they disarmed him up. Jackie trying to control Gabby, but Gabby off the Fearless, gets one, gets another. Gabby now on the run. Can he get himself out of this? He does blink the other way. All hits are just missing him. He's just so lucky. They just can't kill him. Tims will go down. But Gabby, he was the main target. He's out of there.
Somehow evacuated. I think there were 10 hits were missed. Just so he didn't even level at the 35% health.
Oh, Gabby should go visit a casino after this, I think.
He used too many locks here, so...
Jackie. It's being watched right now by Gabby.
I thought the team fight would have gone a lot better for TNC, to be honest. Like, they had the clean kills and like DP was very low. Here, the DP not dying with like 100 HP, 50 HP was, I think that was very huge.
Look at that, Gabby getting a 4-star forward, killing off Q at the end and just the blink back the other way. That'll give T an 8k net worth 23.5 minutes into this game. Everything's still just going swimmingly. MG.Trust.
Yeah, they're going again. They just want to keep on up. TNC.
How do they get in there though?
The scary part about Terrorblade is like it's only scary if you can split to push the wave in towards your tower. But TNC, I think they're cutting it pretty well.
Say so. Let's invade that dire jungle. The outpost here, KP. It's taking more map control away from MG.Trust. Yearless gets bashed. Of course he does.
Kind of tells. Oh, PA have dagger now. PA have basher now.
That is true. Still spot him out, Tim's. Arrow. It's gonna land perfectly from Tim's. There's gonna be no follow-up.
It's so cute how Fearless just keep getting bashed and like arrowed in.
Can't catch a break, this poor guy. Yeah, they're waiting. They're waiting for the next target. They don't want to back off. They don't want to give any space over. MG.Trust.
And like holding this high ground is not enough when you're versing Terrorblade. Like you eventually have to back off just to deal with the bottom waves.
Do you think they need to get more aggressive? Like, do they need to just go in onto that?
Well, that was what I was expecting, just because they're versing against Terrorblade, but seems they wanna see how it goes. You know? If the motivated trust come to their high ground, then it's better for them. They're gambling on that part, I think.
Smoke up.
Yep, they're doing it.
The Blade Mail now on the LC. Him will break the smoke. Now, our Moonlight Shadow going to be there. Arrow. Winter's Curse. It's going to be committed. A counter from TNC. They are coming in. Tims, he's going to be alright. Who do they jump on first? They want Boombill, but no, they'll go on the Q instead. Now the duel up at the RP. KP gets in there. Gets 3 with the RP, and now Gabby just jumping up. Jackie, he's trying to run. He'll get asunder on to the Undying, but Gabby, he's just slaughtering them from the behind. Masaru's trying to run. He can't. It's just Jackie and Boombill left, and Jackie, he's just man fighting by himself, but it's not going to be enough. They give him the Sonic Wave, and Boombill probably regrets buying back right about this moment. He's the only man left, and that'll be a dieback. TNC, a full team wipe. They did not drop one.
Teams, Mirana. There's a reason why team has such a high win rate with this.
Ironically enough, I was asking you why they keep drafting Tim's Mirana, but there you go, they answered the question for me.
He literally got 5-man's vision, dewarding their war and like tank them with first. That's more than enough. Like what else does he have to do?
That's it. Just a fantastic moment. I mean, it looked kind of bad for a second. He obviously had the curse that was just expended to try and catch out Tim's, but...
And that made Amir like position himself in a real great position.
But this RP from KP was just pretty darn fantastic. You can't ask for much better than that.
Well, the only problem was he used a Blink Strike for killing the Skyrise mage. So there was like 2 to 3 seconds. 2 seconds delay after RP.
Fabulous play. TNC and MG.Trust. I mean, considering the circumstances, Jackie was still fighting all 5 at once. He looked like he wanted to just keep going, but fortunately, not able to pick up 1 kill. Look at Gabby now. He's got another Aegis. He's got an Abyssal Blade up. It's go time, right? You don't slow down if you're TNC.
I think with this one, they should definitely be more aggressive rather than just camping the high ground. I think they can actually invade their high ground.
I love the way you think you were. Okay. The split push to the bot lane is going to make it a little bit hard for this Radiant side to try and make something happen, but they do pop the Moonlight Shadow.
Middle tower is under attack.
MG.Trust seems to be aware something is wrong.
Radiant are scanning.
The sentry for a second.
I really want Jackie's to deep top.
Mel, Q, gets a passive shot. There is an LC around. Q just gonna just go Scepter and TP. Nice TP play up.
Waited for you and
You hurt the ones you love.
Mel, just with the voice lines, just continuing.
They want to shut down this Terrorblade movement. Immediately get what they want.
Oh, fearless. Oh, it just happened so quick.
Now they are locked. Like Terrorblade has no way to send the illusions to shot like her. So, which means like they won't be able to force their reaction. Ben. Look at TNC. Like whole teams are just moving back and forward, back and forth.
Yeah, just a game of cat and mouse right now.
Dire's middle tower.
See back in, they found Boombill on the Wyvern. Lincoln has been broken by Q, but the Sonic clears committed. Down the duel, however, and KB jumping in again with another RP, stopping that duel victory from happening. And Masterus will die. Q, the only man left, and he's definitely just gone. Oh, KP on the Magnus.
That was great decision. Just RP straight, tank the Skyrax Mage ulti together. Mag, cheese after.
Still got plenty of outer tower to go for. Like there's still two towers to aim down for TNC at the moment, so they don't have the option for the high ground on you go top
Dire's
lane.
bottom tower is under attack.
TNC, they don't see they
Dire's
focusing on their farm.
structures are
Gaby, or rather Gabby, will go after the bottom tier 2 now.
I think with this chance, they're gonna try to get the tier 2 bottom and then gonna go high ground.
Dire's bottom
Tier 2 bot
tower
gone.
has fallen.
They'll just control that dive triangle.
Oh, they wanna go step by step.
Boombill, he does have a blink now on the Wyvern, but he just gets deleted by Gabby. Oh, Gabby. Gabby is going to be rooted up, but they have found Masteros on the LC, and he just gets deleted as well. Gabby gets another on Q, and Jackie, he just needs to run, but there is nowhere to run. Gabby back on top. Your son means nothing. Fearless. Lone survivor. It goes for, but now Stuart back away from his base. Siphons. Not gonna do much. They'll try to buy back onto Q, but now Gabby looking for a fountain dive. He may have gone a bit too far. He'll be right to just walk out of there.
Radiant's courier
They got
has been killed.
Look at Marsh. Marsh was just hitting tier 2 tower alone when everyone was diving.
March is a businessman. He just wants to get this game over and done with. He's not interested in playing these fountain diving games.
Tournament is tournament, guys.
Aegis will expire. Gabby. Tower, RP out from KP amongst the Boombill. And this is one thing they've really focused on this game, number one, is consistently aiming down the Wyvern every chance they get.
All the plays they made, they will keep focusing how Wyvern will react. They keep that is not a very safe target right now. Masteros, he ends up losing. Gabby still alive. KP does go down, but Gabby did go down, excuse me. Now Fearless actually gets March. I think the last hit critted. Last hit.
That might have been it.
Yeah, and then late mail was open.
Both of them just disappeared on the spot.
Yep.
Fearless still chasing Tims. Won't quite be able to catch up with the Mirage. Nice defense out from MG.Trust, unless Mel does get Q. They seem kind of they're not demoralized by that high ground defense from the side of MG.Trust. They still want to just keep chasing kills here. And was it crit on the last hit? Yeah, it was. Did indeed crit for 1.5k. Oh, it's rough. Nice play up from Masteros.
Impressive.
TNC still do hold a 22k net worth lead at 33 minutes, however, like it is still a very, very tough game here for Motivate. But QO, if you were in this game and you're on the side of MG.Trust, what would your plan be? Like, what would you need to do to get back into this game?
First, wait for Terrorblade's item. They need more item on Terrorblade in order to, like, in order for Jackie to just active him without thinking too much. And if you have to move around, that's the damage like getting low reduced anyways. So to farm a bit more both sides for Satanic.
Standard stuff.
Anyways, like to mention it before, I think TNC are just completely playing for like a deal with the Winter Wyvern. I've never seen like the cursed target is dead by someone.
That is true. It's just been a consistent thing this game. Just Boombill has to die at the start of the fight every time for TNC.
It's not like they're not prepared, right? They have Ghoul Scepters, they're positioning really far behind.
It's just Gabby though, he just doesn't care. He just keeps jumping in.
The prize is mine. Then
G.Trust, they kind of forced just as a team now. Smoke up, or rather Moonlight Shadow from TNC. Running back into that triangle. Jackie's gonna get spotted, but Gabby jumping in again onto Boombill. Jackie gonna get RP'd by KP. Sonic Wave is up. Jackie, there is no chance of survival. The Wyvern, Boombill, he did bite back. It's gonna mean nothing. It just cannot re-engage with this fight.
Pretty cool time. They like invaded the jungle. First target KPC was terribly.
See, it's the time to go high ground now. They'll try anyway, KP. Although that creep wave at the bot lane needs to be dealt with. Azeroth getting the jewel off he wanted. Not quite yet, but a great Winter's Curse. On to March, and now they will commit the jewel off on to KP. Gabby though, jumping back in on DLC, does burst down Azeroth. But March will also go down on the Undying. Another nice high ground defense. MG.Trust still going after the Mirana. Tims will be the third to go down for TNC. And, well, it's starting to look the way you kind of said it would. This terrible, it's becoming a bit of a problem.
Yeah, but like it looked completely fine. Like Winter Wyvern was like dieback at the first. Like they killed one hero. They made everyone low. But somehow, I don't know how KP died that fight. KP and teams were evacuating, but I think they got caught unnecessarily there.
Nice DD rune down the bot rune spot right now for anybody that wants it.
That's
a game changer.
Big.
Have a look at what happened. Curse came out, did land on KP, then the jewel.
Oh,
right
after.
after.
Jewel. Oh yeah.
Was Gabby tried to fight back, did get Azeroth. They just lost too many bodies at that point. Motivate. You can't underestimate these guys. They're very, very good at this. Back, another Azeroth and Boombill going on Gabby. Another double kill. And by the way, that is his 15th kill of the game on this PA.
Do you feel the difference with previous game?
I mean, I definitely can tell there's a difference going on for sure, yeah.
But we never know which one's better until they verse each other.
That is true. We'll find out soon, Kyo. Gabby. The Roshan, third Roshan of the game.
Oh, PA with free blow.
Aghanim's blessing. See what Gabby can do with it.
Gavin is his last item with MKB. Oh, he's just going Divine, actually. He needs something to deal with evasion.
Radiant's top tower is
nothing like
attack.
a Divine Rapier. You're 34k ahead. You still need a Divine to pull off the win. Nothing wrong with that. Jackie gonna TP back towards his base. He's gonna get ready to defend again.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Gotta be careful about that Lincoln Spear on Gabby. Has the multiple daggers as well to make matters worse.
Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
Arrow, Azeroth, he gets caught with the arrow from Tims. Still alive with the cold embrace, but not for long. He does end up dying. Still KP getting caught out and also going down before this team escape. Not going to be that great. Jackie will find back onto the clock. Sunder is going to be there onto March. They do get the Undying. Everyone, TNC just trying to get out. In fact, never mind. Gabby is back in. He gets one. Can he get Jackie? No crit out. Fearless will use him on the DP, and now the silence. Gabby may have gone too far. That'll be the Aegis. Armel sticking around to help out his teammate. Gabby being jeweled up now with the blade melt. Does he get a crit? He does at the end, but he will still survive. A triple kill out for Gabby. But he wants to blink strike out of there now. He is just way too low in HP.
That was a bit scary, right?
Dire's
It was.
bottom barracks are under attack.
Gabby almost fell fall down.
Very close call. Fearless getting jumped, gets bashed straight away by Gabby. Still cold embrace will save. Cracks down, but no, Sunder is going to be out now from Jackie. Winter's Curse as well, onto Gabby, just holding him down. Don't let him go anywhere, but if he still wants to go after that curse. In fact, Armel does kill off Fearless, and now Boombell will die again on the Wyvern.
Dire's bottom barracks are under attack.
Back.
Dire's bottom barracks has fallen.
That'll be the second racks of the game.
They don't have anything to worry about again. Winter Wyvern's dead. Terrorblade doesn't have meta. They have to play air creeps.
Final rack.
Dire's top
Be
barracks
megas.
has fallen. Dire's top barracks.
Gabby has a Divine Rapier up.
Radiant now have mega creeps.
Do they just call it now?
If somehow Jackie obtained that Divine Rapier, I feel like motivated trust him. Let's see how it goes.
Is that the only win condition here for Motivate Trust now? You've got it.
It is.
Okay. See. Back off a bit. Let Motivate enjoy some megas. Of that triple stifling dagger fly out with a divine. Some painful stuff.
Dancing around.
You just encircle the throne. If we just circle around it, they can't kill it off. That's the idea.
Do you know whether the throne gives regen and armor?
I thought it was only towers.
It's only 2 towers, right? Oh, but there is.
True. Still T-Force there. Mel, get started. Of course, with that solar crest on Thames, it makes it a lot easier to burst through these towers. It's added attack speed. There's a smoke from Motivate Trust. Arrow, gonna connect. They jump in again onto Q, but there is gonna be a duel out onto Armel. Do they have the follow-up, however? It doesn't look like it. They will lose Boombell, they'll lose Q. It's looking bad already. Fearless on the run. Azeroth slow. He does go down. It's just Jackie and Fearless trying to fight back. Q will also fight back, but it's looking really bad. Fearless, he will also go down with no fightback. And Gabby just jumps back in with the triple. Maybe an ultra kill, but KP will skewer away that ultra. Still, the GG has been called.
Tower has fallen.
TNC, I'd say they took a very dominant game number 1.
Motivated Trust resists pretty well compared to the situation. I felt like it was a lot more disastrous than